Welcome everyone. I'm Ashley with Going Crochetzy and today is April 3rd. It's going to be market prepping setup. So I'm gonna take you guys downstairs with me and I'm going to set up a 10 by 10 space with my stuff so I know just kind of an idea of what to bring and how to lay it out. I like to try to do that every time I have a market. My market is in, 3 days, and I have plenty of stuff. I'm actually going to see what not to bring, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna set it up and figure out what I can keep home and what I can bring with me. It's just a 1-day market. It's in a smaller community, so I don't have high expectations for a huge turnout or, a huge like sellout. So I'm just doing it for fun, for the social part of it, and just to get out of the house and do something for myself because I am a stay-at-home mom, if you don't know, and I am inside my house taking care of my kid and my animals and crocheting, and that is my life pretty much. So I just like to get out, even if I know it's not going to be like this tremendous market sell out, make thousands of dollars. I still like to go just to socialize and get out of my house. So let's go ahead and get started on making this setup work out for me. Before we head downstairs, I just wanted to show you a couple things I picked up yesterday when I was doing my errands. And so I went to the Dollar Tree and I got these little chalkboard clips. So I have chalkboard boards already, but I thought these would be cute to put on the little baskets. It's just a little bit simpler because I'm always like taping my other chalkboard signs to like in front of the baskets, and it just kind of looks messy. So I thought these would be cute for just sticking on the basket with like the price, maybe the name of it. So I got 3 packs of those. So I got 12 of those. And then I also got some chalk writer pens or markers. I'm hoping they're nice. I mean, they're Dollar Tree, so I'm not sure how fancy they're gonna be, but here's just like an idea. It's like a crayon. There's a thick side, and is this a thinner side maybe? No, that might just be a one-sided thing. So wet erase, mess and dust free, great for chalkboards. So I got 3 colors there. I got gold, I got the silver, and I got a purple. So I'm gonna use those in my display this time. I want to see what the purple looks like. Ooh, yeah, pretty. So I have those for my display. I also picked some of these floral wires up, but I got these at Walmart, not at the Dollar Tree, but they're 18 gauge floral wires. I've been wanting to make bouquets for quite some time now, and I did have some of these floral wires, and then for some reason I can't find them. I think I might have thrown them away. So I probably won't make any bouquets for this coming craft fair since it's literally in 3 days and I don't have time. But I'm thinking I have another one in 2 weeks. And so and it's gonna be closer to Mother's Day. So I'm kind of thinking if I got some done, I'm not gonna do like an extreme amount, but if I got, a handful of flowers done for that, then it would be a great thing to have for like Mother's Day rather than just a stuffy or something. It would draw more people in for a Mother's Day present because they can have a forever bouquet that's never gonna die on them. So that was kind of my thought on that. We'll see if I get to it or not. I'm not like pressuring myself to do it because I do have so much inventory, but that was just my thought process. All right, let's get downstairs. So I opened up my space that I'm using. It's about a 10 by 10 space. Now I know in the past I have had times when I've done a craft fair and I've showed up, was supposed to have a 10 by 10 space, and I ended up having like an 8 by 8 space instead. Or one time I even had like a 7 by 7 space. It was teeny tiny. But I always am prepared. I have 2 6-foot tables that I bring with me. And if the space is smaller than the 10 by 10, I just use one of the tables instead of 2. And I have some standing racks, and like I just pulled this rack out that I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to go ahead and put you guys on a time lapse, grab all my stuff, get it set up, and then start setting up my plushies and see what I decide to bring and what's going to stay home. So let's do it. I will plan to make it a little bit nicer and neater. Obviously, I'll have covers for my tables. I have extra bins and stuff if I need them. But yeah, that's where I'm at now. Now I'm gonna pack it all up. So now that I have my prep done for the day, I do have to add some price tags to some of the items, the newer stuff that I made last week and I'd never priced. So I need to add some price tags to those and then just finish cleaning up. Other than that, it's ready to be packed into my car and head to the craft fair. I will show you guys my little, I have like a bag holder, all of my little essentials that I bring with me to the craft fair. So I will show you guys that when I go through it. Hey guys, it is officially April 5th, and what that means, I have a craft fair market tomorrow. And I am just finishing up getting all my items upstairs so I can pack them into my car. And I had told you the other day that I was going to show you what I do for just to be prepared during the craft fair. And so I have this bin here. It's just a homemade bin. The top comes up and it's just, you know, the inside is empty until I fill it up, obviously. And what I do is I have a bunch of items that I stick in here so that I can be prepared for my craft fairs. I have little nubs on the sides that I use to hang my bags. It is a little bit smaller opening than I would prefer it to be. I'd like it to be a little bit bigger, just because it's hard to, it like messes up my bags a little bit. But it's good for right now. It was just something we made ourselves. And so what I do for preparation is I have some little baskets that I stick inside and I put like my essentials. So I have these little bags for my small items and my mother's items. I also have some tissue paper to wrap the more fragile items. Those would be like my mom's items because she does more fragile work while I do the plushie work. But I also have some small bags that I use. These are just leftover from Christmas time, obviously. And then I recently purchased some of these clear bags. So for the smaller stuffies, the ones that like little kids are grabbing and stuff, like the $5, $10 items, I've been starting to put them in these bags. Once again, so people can see what they're carrying around, and then they'll be more interested to be like, where'd you get that? And more likely to come to my booth so that they can get some something as well. So I have those bags, and I just place them where I'm easily accessible to me. I get, what, 10 bags at the Dollar Tree for $1.25 a piece. And so there we go. I have my smaller bags. So I go from the bigger down to the smallest. And I have my polyfill, and I have some other clear, small, like bracelet bags and stuff here. I have wet wipes because you never know when you're gonna have a mess. And so having wet wipes to clean up after yourself is great. And then I have a bunch of different assorted thank you bags as well as the tiny ones. I try to go and get bigger ones as well so that I have a wide array of bags so that I can be prepared for most size stuffies. I mean, the big stuffies I have, they don't go as quickly, so I don't stock my bags for like huge things. But during Christmas time, I'll usually grab like my leftover Christmas bags or whatever to use for those. But so I have these are my smallest thank you bag. I go into my smaller sized plastic thank you bags. So they're a little bit bigger than the paper ones, and larger thank you bags as well. I just get these off of YouTube, and I am probably going to change up my bags the next time I purchase them. I prefer the paper over the plastic. I have these nubs on the sides that I added, so here, and so I have the handles, and so I just hang the bags there so that when I need a bag, I just pull it off and I give them a bag. Not everyone takes bags, but the majority of people do, especially like for the smaller items. These little bags, I have much more of the small bags than I do the larger bags, just because those tend to go quicker. The smaller items tend to go quicker. Now, moving on to my next bin, I have my pricing bin and my like little essentials bin. So I have my pricing items in here, these ones here. I practice them on my little baskets, and they are going to be good. Although I did use these that I showed you the other day, and they're not very good because they're too sloppy looking. Chalkboard markers and my chalkboard signs. And what I do when I need to change up one of the signs is I just take one of those wet wipes, I wipe it down with that, and then I take a paper towel and I dry it off. I got these baskets at the Dollar Tree. I'm like obsessed with the Dollar Tree. It's like my new favorite store because like everything's $1.25 and they have a lot of things that are good for markets. I also have this like super glue adhesive just in case I need that for something. Let me just empty this basket out. So that will go in this basket because that's like the just in case basket. So this is the market basket. This is a just in case basket. More tags for like pricing, for like my mom's items. I have Clorox wipes because once again, you never know when the mess is gonna happen. I have a Tide pen, just in case scenario, you never know. A charger. So which reminds me, I have to go get my battery pack as well, because I have like a little battery pack, so if my phone starts to die, I can charge it. So I have the plug in as well so that I can plug it into a wall if I'm close to an outlet. And if I'm not close to the outlet, I have the little battery pack operator thing that I can use. Sanitizer, because you know, you want to keep your hands clean. You're touching money all day long. You want to keep your hands clean. Lint roller, and I have 2 scissors. I have 2. I have Scotch tape. I'm gonna bring, these are both pretty full, so I'm gonna bring 2 of those. I had 3, but I'll keep 1 home because my son is always looking for Scotch tape. And then obviously I have a ton of pens and items like that because I always tend to lose my pens. So I always bring extra, obviously. I have 3 here. So what I do is I'll stick 1 in there and I'll stick 2 in here. And then that way, if I can't find one in one basket, I know I can find it in the other basket. A Sharpie, stick it in there. And then I have some backup hooks and a backup needle, because once again, you never know when you're gonna need to fix something. Mints for fresh breath. And I even have this cute little garbage can so that when I'm not close to a garbage and I need to, I want to throw something away, I don't want to stick it back in with all my other nice things, I just stick it in here. Obviously, I'm not sticking in like anything that's gonna stink, but like just napkins and whatnot, or my wet wipes. And then I have extra bobby pins. And then of course I have my business cards, which I'm getting low on, and I'm actually changing them up a little bit. So you'll see that when I get them. I think I'm gonna be getting some new ones next week. They're not really business cards per se, they're thank you cards for every purchase with my information on the back of them. So they're not technically business cards, but they have all my information on them. So I'm using them for two purposes: a thank you and a way to get my name out there. So I will be getting those next week. So those are all my bins. So I have my just in case bin, I have my add it to my display when I get there bin, and then I have my bag bin that I'm gonna keep out with me. That is my bin. And so now this will stay with me, so I can easily open and close it. And then I just use this part, the top part, as like my checkout area. So I can just show you guys the chaos that is my life right now of all the items. This isn't even everything, but this is everything I'm gonna have to, like most everything I'm gonna have to put into my car. So I have my table, my chairs, and all my plushies and everything. I still have to grab a couple more things in the basement, and I'm gonna go do that now. And I'll show you what my car looks like when it's packed. Mostly packed, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's fully packed. Of how I do it. This is my first layer. I have my 2 6-foot tables that are folded. I have some of my display baskets, my table covers so that they're easy to get to, my display stands, my checkout stand inside my car. Don't forget, you always need to bring a chair. These are for my tall white stand I have, and then I'm going to layer on top of that. This is the next layer. That's all I'm going to be getting in right now because my son is going to be riding with me, and I don't want to have anything else in there, just for safety. So this is all I have left to pack. I have my bin, my 2 plushie bags, a stand, a couple more stands. So those will go in my car after I drop my son off, and then I'll be prepared with all my stuff in my car for tomorrow. Yeah, I forgot, this as well will be going in. This is the last thing that goes in because it has to sit flat and kind of high up. But that is got home from dropping Owen off at my parents' house, and look what I got in the mail: a 20-pound box of polyfill. And these, I believe, are business cards and labels. And here's what it looks like when it's completely filled. So I have my 2 tables down below, my shutter shelf, all of my props for on the table, like my baskets, my tablecloth, this thing, my checkout stand, some extra items, my shelf that has to lay flat, got my plushie bin here, and then when you come around, I have this to prop this up to make it nice and level. These are my shelves, more plushies here. I have my stand here that I use, and then in the front seat I picked up some items from my mother that she's putting in the sale. So I have everything. So I am super excited because this wasn't actually supposed to get here until the 12th. And if it is what I think it is, which it looks like it is, I am really happy because it got here super early, and I may be able to actually use some of it for my craft fair tomorrow. So I ordered, let me see, let me open it up. Let me see how they turned out. I'm a little nervous, Oh, very cute. So I ordered basically some custom tags. I got this idea from Melly Inspired Crochet to make the tag to do a standard business card and split it in half and make some tags out of it. So I don't know if you can see what it says here, but it says Go and Crochet made with love by Ashley, and it says this item is in need of a forever home. And I have a little place here where I can add a price to it. And so I'll just have to hole punch these and then add the price. And then on the back, I just did like a little warning label just to say items made with safety eyes can be a choking hazard. Love how they turn out. It's just something super simple. It gives them my name. It gives them that little warning. And yay! I'm happy with these. Now, I didn't realize that I ordered, okay, so guys, I went a little crazy. I ordered 1,000. And so I got those. I got 1,000 of those. I know, it's a lot. So look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. And then I also ordered 1,000 of these as well. So I'm really hoping that these turned out nice as well, because if they didn't, then that's a lot. But I figured I might as well order them more now than have to go back and get more later, because it was like, it gives you a little bit of a discount. The more you buy, the more discount you got. And so I just figured, why not just go ahead, jump into it and do it. So for this one, it's just a little thank you card. So thank you for your purchase. My small business appreciates you. And then on the back, it says, let's get social. And it has my YouTube, my Facebook, and my Instagram. And so that way they know where to find me. And so every time someone purchases something, I'll just stick that in their bag with their purchase, and then that way it's just like a nice little thank you, and it lets them know where they can find me. So that is what I made instead of making a specific business card where it's just strictly business. This kind of gives me two options. It gives me a thank you, and it gives me, hey, check me out here. So that is that. And so I have 4 boxes of those as well. So that should last me quite some time. So I'm really excited about that. Yahoo! Today was a good day because I did not expect to get either of those items until next week, because I just ordered them a few days ago. So they got here quick, and that makes me very happy. Now that my car is packed, I'm packing all my other stuff. This is the bag I carry with me. I put it across my body, so I have it with me all the time because I have my money in it. I have a bunch of 1s and some 5s and 10s in there for change. Always want to carry change with you. I have my keys and then an extra sanitizer and a pen in here, just so I have it at reach, so I always am prepared. I have my battery box I had mentioned earlier, and it's at full charge, so it's good to go. So if my phone runs out, I can charge it on this thing. It has the USB cords on it. Now I can't turn it off. Oh, there we go. So I have that. And then I have my cards, my thank you cards, and I cut these up and hole punch them so I can add them to my plushies tomorrow. So that is all prepped and ready to go. And then I'm going to make my lunch tonight, get myself some drinks. So I'm prepared with that because I always like to have some drinks and food with me, so I don't have to go and spend money, or just in case they don't have anything there. So here we go. I have my cucumbers, my strawberries, and my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'll usually do your sandwich then peanut butter and jelly, but that's what I had for today, and so that's what I'm using. I have a Balance Breaks snack box, and I have some granola. This is the Love Crunch granola. I really like this one. And now I have a tendency to forget about my lunch a lot of the times. I have gone to multiple craft fairs where I realized when I left the house I had forgot my lunch because I do put it in the fridge the night before. So my trick that I use is I take my water jug that I'm going to use, I fill it up, and I never forget my water jug because I bring it everywhere with me. So when I am getting ready to pack up my lunch for the day, I stick it in the fridge with my drinks so that they stay nice and cold. And I add my water jug in there. And then that way, I know for sure that when I go to get my water, I'm gonna have my other stuff there ready to go with me. And then I have my basket full of my other essentials right there sitting in front of me, so I don't forget those as well, because I don't know about you, but sometimes I forget just about everything. And I am off to my market. My hair is still a little wet, but it's an hour drive to get to my market, so it will be dry by the time I get there. Here's my fit check. So I have the matching shoes and wallet, and I have all of my essentials, my money, sanitizer, keys, my phone, everything will be in here. And let's do this. And I am on my way to my event. I have a full car full of stuff. I remembered my lunch and my water and all my other drinks, and I even brought a bag of crochet project I'm working on. It's that baby blanket with the sparkle yarn, and now I have 40-ish to 1 hour drive to get to the event. So it is like 6:30 in the morning, because it takes me a little over an hour with my mom's items to set up as well. So it's not, since I set up all of my stuff and then all of my mom's stuff, it takes me a little bit longer because I have to cart everything in all by myself and set it all up all by myself. So it takes me about an hour to an hour and a half to set up. So I like to get there more than enough time to set up, and then like be able to step back, take a look at it, make sure everything looks good, and then be able to settle in before other people get there to go shopping. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get on with my drive, and I will try to do the best I can for footage. I usually can get like a before video, but every time I've tried in the past to get an after video, I always just end up like packing up before I do my after video, because I'm always in a hurry to leave, and I'm usually one of the last ones to finish packing up because I am by myself. And so I try to be as speedy as possible when I do these events, just so I'm not making the coordinators, wait around for me. So I'm gonna do the best I can, no promises, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Hey everyone! It is the day after my market, and I just wanted to come on and recap some stuff with you guys about how it went. And I want to say it was basically exactly how I expected it to be. It wasn't very busy. There was a lot going on in neighboring towns this past weekend for the solar eclipse that's coming. And we Didn't get a huge turnout, but we did get some turnout. And one thing I noticed that was a deterrent for my booth was there were 2 other plushie booths there, and there's only like 20 vendors total. So 3 plushie booths takes up a lot of real estate when it comes, and they were locals to the town, so they obviously knew the people versus I didn't know the people that were coming. So that was a little bit of a deterrent for my my booth. But I also had other items other than my crocheted items there, and so that did help because that was different than anyone else had. And so my mom had items, and I had some other items that I was able to have to pull people into my table. I did get lots of compliments on all my items, and people loved my stuff, but my smaller $5 to $12 items didn't go nearly as quick as I would have expected. I usually can sell out of at least one of the bins, and I didn't sell out of any of my bins, but that's okay. I did want to tell you my best seller was my octos. They're tiny and they're only $5, and so that makes sense that that would be a bestseller. I think I sold 5 of those total. And then after that, my second bestseller probably would have been my little baby chicks. They're about the same size and price, and I sold 3 of those. So that was about it. Let's see how many items I sold. Oh, I only sold 21 items out of the like 100 some items I brought. And they were all within a $5 to $10 range. So not the best, but not the worst either. And yeah, I had a good time. I got to meet some other vendors, and the lady that was behind me was really cool, and we got to chat, and I got to know her a little bit, and I had some friends that were there across the way from me, so we got to chat a little bit, and I got to, see people get out and just have a good day. And I did pretty much make an entire blanket the time that I was there. And that was a running joke with everyone to see if I could actually finish a blanket in the length of time I was there, because everyone else felt the slowness as well. And so as they were all like sitting there bored and like practically falling asleep, it was entertainment for them to see that I was creating something while I was there. But with that, I'm gonna close out today's video, and I just wanted to thank everyone for watching. Let me know if you got any tips from this video, any inspiration, maybe anything you're gonna take to your market next time, or if you have any tips of what I should do different, I would love to hear those as well. And so comment, subscribe, do all that fancy jazz as I say every time, and go ahead and shoot down here a little blue heart if you got all the way to the end. And thank you all for joining and subscribing, and I will see you all next time. Bye.